Hi, I'm Ian from the southwest of the UK. I'm going to talk today about two modulated short delay effects in a musical context. The first one, I'm going to talk to you about a flanger and a chorus. Firstly, a flanger. So a flanger is a modulated short delay effect, which means that a copy of the signal going into your, in our case, going through a keyboard, is delayed by up to 20 milliseconds, probably less, and fed into the original signal. And that causes a comb filter effect, which gives you peaks and notches in your waveform. And then a second copy is moved against that one, so you get this movement effect, which is quite space-like, if you like. So we'll look at that in context of the keyboard. Looking at an organ sound, this is a Hammondy organ sound. So if I turn, I'll leave the effect off, I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But the dry signal, if you like, on the Hammond sound, well, we're thinking about Telstar, which was a 1963 hit for the Tornadoes, and that had a kind of a spacey feel. And this is the dry signal. Not very exciting. So if we now go into our effects section, I've selected flanger 1. So at the moment we're on dry signal. We've got an amount control here, which is like the wet and dry. So if I can't do this with two hands. If I hold a note and increase the amount that's fed in, so that's feeding through quite a high amount of signal, and you can also change the rate and tempo, so that will change the amount of movement. If you listen, it'll become ridiculous. Very lost all sense of pitch, really. So take it back to a reasonable level. And now maybe you'd like to Google or go onto YouTube and find Telstar by the Tornadoes. Now the effect, a bit too much still. Again with the dry signal, not spacey at all, but bring the signal back in. So I'd use that with the organ for that kind of spacey effect. The second signal I'd like to talk to you about, or the second processor I'd like to talk to you about, is a chorus. So I'm going to use that in context with a word. It's a keyboard sound. I'll end up playing two hands, but I'll just do one for now. So dry signal again. Let's turn that down a little bit. So if I was accompanying someone, if they were playing the lead line, the tune, I'd use this chorus effect to try to take the keyboard back, so further into the mix, so it's not dominating, it's not central. So I'm going to go across here and select chorus. That's chorus 2. Again, I can select the amount of wet and dry and the rate of it. So now we'll listen to the I need to talk to you about how that actually works. So the signal this time, there's multiple copies of the signal are taken, and a slight detuning happens, the slight pitch shift, and they're all fed back, and it gives it a warmer, wider, richer feel. So let's just tuck this under my arm for a minute, and I'll give you give you an idea of the full mix. The dry signal, much more in your face. Again with the chorus in. So I'd use that effect just to take the keyboard back in the mix, or back in a live situation when I was accompanying someone. Just out of interest, a chorus effect kind of works with the piano as well. If piano tuners sometimes take notes, because some piano notes have 3 strings, and if you detune 1 or 2 slightly, it gives it a richer effect. I've actually got that with a B flat here on my piano. Shouldn't do this, but still. If you get a kind of a beat rate. Some of these notes are in tune. That one, there's hardly anything at all, but that, you've got that kind of wavy, chorusy effect. So that's the use of 2 effects in a musical situation. I hope it added something to your knowledge, and I look forward to seeing what some of you guys have done. Thanks.